You know, Jared had a very easy life. He was doing phenomenally in New York, and everything he touched is turned to gold. And then one day he said, I want to come down and I want to have peace in the Middle East, and I want to do criminal justice reform, and I want to do all these wonderful things. And his life became extremely complex.
I think there are so many policy decisions. Remember, we started sort of threatening Qatar, and then we found out that, of course, that Jared Kushner's property was bottom up.
Oh, unbelievable.
And he needed help somewhere, and magically the Qataris bailed him out. By the way, I think the address was 666 Fifth Avenue. We should have given it away.
Are you? Oh, I have so many names. See, call me Dad.
but like, you know what? And suddenly we were friends, and there are generals who are saying, "Why are we doing this?" I really do wonder how many of our foreign policy, and I mean, and all sorts of other decisions were made solely based on how it would work out financially for them. I mean, the corruption is it's mind-boggling, and it's like you can't parody it.
Do you pose a grave national security concern to the country, Jared Kushner?
Look, I can say that in the White House, I work with some phenomenal people, and I think over the last 2 years, the president's done a phenomenal job of identifying what are our national security priorities. He's had a great team in place that are helping implement it, and I hope I've played a good part in pushing those objectives forward. And I think because of the president's leadership, the world is safer today.
It's almost like he can't do something honest or he melts. It's like the Wicked Witch of, what was it, the West? Who gets water thrown on her and melts.
I'm melting! Oh, what a world, what a world!
Every minute of his life, he's breathing, he's breaking laws. He's being dishonest and unethical. So, I don't understand how anybody could even think like there was any possibility of him getting a legit amount of money, a legit loan, or like bond from somewhere. And so, of course, I'm not surprised at all, and I'm sure it's Daddy Putin somehow laundering a little money through something. Who knows? Maybe Truth Social. Maybe allegedly, because I have no idea. But I do have idea that it's happened many other times.
Well, you want a proof of your deception. The picture he took down at the Chick-fil-A where he's hugging this African-American woman that was supposed to be the spontaneous moment. She's actually an activist for the Republicans in Georgia.
Ridiculous Blexit group that has 4 actual members, and they all show up at all these places to pretend that if you're black, you want to go to the Republican Party because apparently you're black, so you like Klan rallies or something.
Hey, boys, look what I got here. Hey, where are the white women at?
I'm not sure. I don't know what it is that attracts you. Is it the burning cross? Is it the attacks on your service? Is it that they call where people like you are from some kind of whole countries, which I can't say on here? No. I mean, what could it be? Is it that that the Trump family would mark a C on when people would apply to his dad's housing and whatever for a word I don't know I can say anymore, but let's just say so that you were black and you wouldn't be allowed and he got sued for discrimination. What part of that great personality of his that's so racially equitable has led so many people that are black to want to leave the Democratic Party for the Republican Party? The answer is there aren't any. They have 3 or 4 of them that go around and fake it like this woman did.
I don't think you really want to go to South Africa.
Why not?
Because you're black.
You are. He is.
Of course I'm black. That's why I want to go to South Africa.
I always loved when he was at when he first ran. It's like, where's that black guy I know?
We had a case where we had an African-American guy who was a fan of mine. Great fan, great guy. In fact, I want to find out what's going on with him. You know what look at my African-American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay.
At the rally.
My African-American. There he is.
There's the one guy.
It turned out it was Ben Carson. I mean, who knew?
When you look at this bond, I think there's a legit chance because once again, you said it right. even the Republican banks, the ones that favor Trump, the ones that favor the GOP, they don't want anything to do with this. Even this half bond, or more than half bond, they don't want anything to do with this. So he's, has to go to Cayman Island insurance companies, which can't really produce the evidence that they have the money. I think we're looking at his assets getting seized starting on Monday.
I mean, I would dance a jig.
It'd
be such
hilarious.
a beautiful moment. A beautiful, the way he always says it.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, where's he going to get the money from? I just figured he'd stop at a random 3-card Monte game going on in the street in New York somewhere, see if he could win some money for his. Because I don't know who else is giving him money at this point. I just, again, anybody who's giving Donald, and this is a little more of a serious point, always couched in humor, but anybody giving Donald Trump money for anything at this point is doing it because they want something from him because of in the chance that he's president again.
Or they're getting duped into donating to him, even though they can't afford to make that donation.
Well, those are the smaller ones but the bigger ones, if you're, let's say, Saudi Arabia, if you're like, hey, let's rent out the whole floor of his hotel, it's because the expectation is he's going to become president again, and then you're going to get policy decisions. And I don't think we will know. Maybe in 10 or 20 years, historians will turn it up. I think there are so many policy decisions. Remember when we started sort of threatening Qatar, and then we found out that, of course, that Jared Kushner's property was bottom up, and he needed help somewhere, and magically the Qataris bailed him out.
Jared, you're such an inspiration. You've shown everybody that if you were born rich and marry my daughter, you can do anything you want. Have a seat at your new desk. I'd like you to just to fix everything, okay? If you need me, I'll be over here at my desk, okay?